Hi Bobcats, this is Miss Lee, and today's video lesson is on angles of a triangle. Please make sure that you're taking good notes as you watch the video. Okay, let's start off by doing a quick review on angles, types of angles. This is something you've already learned in elementary school, but it has been a while since you've talked about it, I'm sure, so let's just do a quick review. Types of angles, let's classify them. First, you have the acute angles. Remember, people go up to babies. Oh, it's such a cute little baby. Okay, so acute means that it's going to measure less than 90 degrees. Okay, a right angle are those angles that form corners, and a lot of times they will have a little box in them, and these angles measure exactly 90 degrees. And then obtuse angles are angles that measure more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Okay, then we have straight angles, and some of you maybe have not heard of a straight angle, but a straight angle makes a line. It makes a straight line, and they measure exactly 180 degrees. And then congruent angles. There are two angles with the same degree. So we've talked a lot this year about being congruent. It means it's the same, it means it's equal. So if they're congruent, you have two angles that are the same. A lot of times you'll have like a little arc in the angles, and there will be like a little line. And that means, because they each have one line in that arc, that means that they are congruent. They're going to measure the same. So if you're told that one of them is 60 degrees, then you automatically know the other one will be 60 degrees as well. Okay, so we have another theorem. This is the sum of the angle measures of a triangle. It states that the sum of the measures of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, that means you add all three angles up, it's going to equal 180 degrees. It doesn't matter if it's a small triangle that you've drawn on a piece of paper or a large triangle that you've painted on the wall in your bedroom. Add up all three angles and it will always equal 180 degrees. Well, Miss Lee, why is this true? Well, let me show you. I'm going to take the three angles for this triangle and I'm going to rearrange them so that they fit together and they make one big angle. And then I want you to tell me what kind of angle that it makes. So I put them together. So I'm going from here over here. All three angles are together. So what kind of angle did it just make? You got it. A straight angle or a straight line, which measures what? 180 degrees. Okay, so knowing this, we can use this theorem to help find missing angle measures. Let's take a look at this triangle. We know the measure of angle B and the measure of angle C. What we are missing is the measure of angle A. So all we have to do is add the two angles that we do know, 49 plus 47, that gives us 96, and subtract from the 180 degrees that all three angles will add up to. Make sure that you cross off this 8, turn it into a 7. Okay, you subtract and you're going to get 84 degrees. So the measure of angle A is 84 degrees. Make sure that you put the degree symbol or write the word degrees, because if you just put 84, that is not an angle measure. Angle measures are in degrees. Okay. We have some more practice problems. Let's go ahead and go through these. We want to find the value of x in each triangle. Looking at the first one, number one, it's pretty straightforward. Add the two angles that you know, 37 plus 84. Add them together, you get 121. And then subtract that from 180. Make sure you do your borrowing. And you're going to get 59. So x measures 59 degrees. Don't forget about your degree symbol. That's an ugly degree symbol, I'm sorry. There we go. All right, number two. Well, look at number two. We're only given the measurement of one angle. Or are we? Look at this angle over here. Doesn't that look familiar? What is that angle that makes a corner or that has the little box in it? It's a right angle. And right angles always measure what? 90 degrees. So we actually know two angles. So add them. 90 degrees plus 22 is going to give you 112, and then subtract that from the 180. and you're going to get 68. Make sure you do your borrowing, okay? So x is going to be 68 degrees. Okay, let's look at the next one, the last one, number 3. Okay, number 3. Please don't be scared of decimals, okay? Second thing, if you look at the two angles here, you'll notice it's got that angle arc, and then it's got the line, one line in each of those. What did we say that means? It means that they are congruent, right? Congruent means the same or equal. So if this angle is 31.5 degrees, so if this angle measures 31.5 degrees, then that means that angle X also measures 31.5 degrees. So we actually didn't have to solve for anyone, right? We just needed to know that these were congruent angles, which meant that they measured the same. We can also write and solve an equation to find the measure of a missing angle. So to write an equation, you would just add up the three angles, x plus y plus z, and it's going to equal 180. That is your equation. So let's take a look at our first example. Let's first write the equation. If you look at it, we know the three angles. One angle is 17, another angle is 141, and then there's an x angle. So we add them up and it's going to equal 180. That is your equation. So to solve the equation, we're first going to have to combine like terms. So we need to add our constants together. So we're going back to algebra, right? So we need to add the 17 plus the 141. And you get 158 plus the x, because there are no x's, equals, draw our line, equals 180. Now solve. Isolate the x, the variable. We need to remove the 158. So the opposite of adding 158 is to subtract 158. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And you're going to get that x equals, let's borrow, subtract, 10 minus 8 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2. X equals 22 degrees. So that is the measure for this angle right here. Okay, let's try the second example. Let's write our equation. We want to add the three angles together. It doesn't matter the order that you add or you list them in your equation. So I'm just going to do 53 plus 71 plus 2b, and it should equal 180 because all the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So again, combine your like terms. I have two constants, a 53 positive and a positive 71. So I combine them and I get 124 plus 2b equals the 180. Now let's isolate our b. We have to get rid of the constant. Instead of adding 124, we want to subtract 124. And I'm sorry, I'm running out of room here. And it's going to give us 2b equals, and 180 minus 124 is 56. Now, this operation with the 2 and the b, this is multiplication. So the opposite is to divide. So we want to divide both sides by 2, and it's going to give us b equals 28 degrees. Okay, so b equals 28, not 28 degrees, sorry. b equals 28. Now we're going to go back up here to our angle, and we're going to substitute 28 for b. So 2b is going to be 2 times 28, multiply, and you get 56 degrees. That is the measure of this missing angle. Wasn't that fun? Okay, see if you can do this last one on your own. Pause the video, write your equation, try solving it, come back and check your answer. Okay, did you get that the missing angle measurement was 45 degrees? If so, great job. If not, double check. Did you get, when you solved your equation, did you get the z equals 9? If not, take a look at the work done down here to see where your mistake was made. Okay, great job, Bobcats.